Welcome, welcome to the ladies' room, where real men talk and truth go boom. Good morning, if your man acting up or your woman losing she mind. Right, we don't hide till we inside, 'cause the ladies' room go set it right. Welcome to the ladies' room, where real men talk and truth go boom. Good morning, if your man acting up or your woman losing she mind. Right, we don't hide till we inside, 'cause the ladies' room go set it right.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the room, the ladies' room for today, Wednesday, January 14th. And of course, it's a pleasure to have you back on the inside. I hope everyone is doing well today. It's a beautiful day on the rock. Yep. A beautiful day in Grenada. A little bit overcast, but nothing to worry about. Think we're gonna have a good day regardless, because we're putting it out there. Special morning to those of you viewing the live stream on YouTube, viewing on Facebook, and of course on TikTok. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to you wherever you are. So come on in, do me a favor and share the live, whatever platform you are viewing from. Do me a favor and share. All right, thank you so very much. Appreciate you as always. We got another interesting topic ahead of us, another interesting conversation ahead of us, so hope you will participate. All right, so before we get into what it is we're discussing this morning, good morning to all listeners on radio as well, 95.1, 95.3. Good morning to you if you're listening via the Power app. Thank you so much, thank you so much for being here with us. And we gotta say thank you to St. Augustine Medical Services, Land Store, Beacon Insurance, and not forgetting Western Union for making the room possible yet again. Who's here with me already? Those of you on the YouTube, good morning. Shante, of course, that is the Facebook crew. Hey Don, hope all is well. Raisha Campbell, I'm on time. Yeah, you're on time. Jenny Charles Gilbert, good morning. Valerie Ross, good morning. Jackie Douglas Adams, special morning. Jenalyn, Andal Lewis, Abigail Rachel Nelson. Who else is here? Nissy, Belleville, Ontario in the building. Precious Jewel, Unison Joseph. Who else is here? Shama Sylvester, good morning. Jackie Chaiton. Did I say morning, Precious Jewel? It's K. Carmichael. Thank you so much. I like that name. It's K. Carmichael. That's a nice name. Yvette James, good morning. Good morning. Hope all is well on the sister aisle. Coming your way soon. Rajesh McIntosh, good morning. Diamond Ramdeen, Roxanne Scott, Kareem, morning time. I want to shout out your sister Krista Gordon. So shout outs to Krista Gordon. Good morning, Rachel Samuel, Claudine Hussein, Alana Boson, May Cyrus. Good morning to you. Dolores Sylvester on YouTube. Welcome to the room. All right. And for those of you again on the TikTok, Sonia, good morning. Already here. Young Star, what are you doing over there? What are you doing there? Who sent you over there? You're just fast and want to be in it. What are you doing over here? Anyways, come on in, guys. Come on in the room. And let's get it on. Jason Martin, good morning. Stacy John, Christelle Richards, Linda Pearl, Marvelyn Thomas, top of the morning. Come on into the room quickly, guys, because like I said, we have an interesting topic to discuss this morning, yeah? I'm already seeing the guys in the gray van here listening. Who's the gray van? What is the gray van? Anyways, big up. Hope you will add your voice to the conversation. Yesterday was a really nice one, and thank you to all the men who chimed in, and hoping you will this morning. Elimas Gilbert, hope you're gonna chime in as well this morning. All right, let me just pin this here. Okay, so all right, it's working. All right, so I'll put it back in just a bit. So yeah, now that we've done all the pleasantries, Donna Edwards, good morning. Anybody else coming in late? Roll call is always before 10 past. So once we get there, it's time to move. So we have another interesting topic, like I said, and this morning we want to have a conversation because, like I said, my inbox is always filled, right? People are always coming to me. What are your thoughts on this, that, on the other? And we somehow managed to get into a question of, I'm on a break in my relation. I'm like, a break? What is a break? We're together, but we're on a break. Okay, so what does that break mean? What do you do in that break? Do you still communicate with each other? Do you still hang out? Or are you doing your own thing? She's doing it. What is a break in a relationship? So the question we're asking this morning is, do you believe in taking a break from a relationship without breaking up? Do you believe in taking a break from a relationship without breaking up? So we want to unpack this. Where's Gabby this morning? The realtor busy making money. Y'all tag Gabriella. Let's talk about this break thingy. Taking a break. Lifeline or slow motion breakup. Yeah? Press the heart me please if you don't do it. Thanks, Sonia. Yeah, you're working. Share it like all those of you on the TikTok, good morning, and share it as you're coming, all right? We're trying to build a little fan base over there. So, hey, Caval, good morning. Good morning. So, taking a break, let's get into it. No sugarcoating, no fairy tales, none of that today, right? We're talking about relationship breaks. Hey, Clarina, you're late. Dylan Batiste, good morning. Hope you're good. We're talking about relationship breaks. That moment when your partner drops the bomb, maybe we need a break. Out of nowhere, maybe we need a break. And that sentence right there has ended relationships quicker than cheating sometimes, I swear. Because let's keep it real, right? When someone says break, most people hear, I'm halfway out the door. But hold on. It's not always doom and gloom. Sometimes a break is the only thing standing between you and a breakup so messy, you'll need therapy, you'll need prayers, and a brand new phone number. So we're going to look at the pros and the cons, and we're going to weigh them carefully from different angles, from different perspectives. And of course, you can add your voice to the conversation. 440-9595, that's the WhatsApp number. You can call me on that number, 440-9595. You can send me a voice note, or you can call, and we can, discuss it, right? All right. So hear me out. Why a break can be a power move. So we're talking breaks in relationships. Do you believe in taking a break in relationships? Or it's, nope, one and done, not doing this, whatever. So I'm looking at the pros and the cons. And sometimes a break can be a power move. And listen why. Space before you say something you can't take back. Krista said, what break we talking about? Space before you say, and we've all done that in the heat of the moment when arguments start getting messy and nasty. We say the worst, especially us women, because our tongue is our weapon. We don't have that physical strength. Well, some of us, we try to throw a punch here or there, but it wouldn't land as much and hurt as much as the words. And our words we can break. We can break a plate with our words. And sometimes you just need that space before you say something you can't take back, something you regret. Sometimes your partner is just getting on your last nerve. Like all the nerves in your back of every nerve you possess in your body, your partner is getting on your last nerve. Every conversation turns into a fight. You're tense, you're exhausted, and you're ready to flip, like literally go nuts on that person, right? So instead of burning the whole house down, instead of burning the house down, instead of going crazy, a break lets you breathe, it lets you regroup, and you stop fantasizing about packing bags or doing bodily harm or bleaching clothes and cutting up all their shoelaces or cutting out a tongue in their shoes or using permanent marker on their brand new Nike sneakers. Yeah, all the crazy stuff we do. It's a distance from before destruction, right? Y'all following along? It's distance before destruction. And you get to rebuild your own identity. So let's not just look at it break as bad first. Like, hear me out. Let's work on the pros first before we get to the other part. Relationships can swallow you whole if you're not careful. Relationships can swallow you whole if you're not break song in long term, stepping away to clear your head songs better. Well, we wanted to make it more dramatic. So relationships can swallow you up if you're not careful. You forget your hobbies, you forget your goals, you forget your friends, you're living in the we and losing the me. And I'm sure there are so many of us who can identify that you get into a relationship and you and your friends were good before. As soon as you pick up a new man, forget it. Once in a while, you're checking on them. It's all about you and your man now. Me and the mister. It's we. Like you're in France. Everything is we. And you forget that, you have a life outside of your relationship. You forget your hobbies. You forget you had plans to go back to school, to do this. You pack that up. You put that on the side because you're focused on the we. Sometimes a break lets you remember who I am without them. What do I want for me? Yeah? Sometimes a relationship doesn't need fixing, You just need realignment. It doesn't necessarily need fixing. You just need to realign yourself with what it is you really want. Oh, they're sure what Jackie this morning. I need a moderator for Facebook to block, to mute Selvon. That's what we need. But in that realignment, we have to remember there's also the attraction reset. Absence have a way of doing funny things, Absence have a way of doing funny things. Someone who gets on your nerves every day suddenly looks like the cute person you first met. You remember why you chose them, you get the butterflies, you get the chemistry. Funny enough, distance can bring the spark faster than a romantic dinner ever could. Distance can bring back the spark faster than a romantic dinner ever could. You have clear eyes, no rose-colored glasses. When you're in the relationship, you're in it. You justify red flags, you minimize toxic traits, you tell yourself it's not that bad. But sometimes space exposes truth like sunlight. When you take a break and you have a moment to just sit back and analyze and think and, rethink and, unpack things, you might realize actually we have something real. I miss them. Or you could be like, wait, I've been carrying around all this emotional weight. Either way, clarity is priceless. Break. Either way, clarity is priceless. So let's talk about the break before the breakup. Because sometimes a break is the thing that saves the goodbye from being catastrophic. Leaving while resentful leads to revenge dating, secret talking, and let's not forget long-term trauma. A clean pause can lead to a clean decision. But let's not get cute, right? Let's not get cute. Here's the dark side. Because you don't want to make it sound like it's always nice and beautiful when people take break. No, it's not. Like I said, we're looking at it from different angles. Here's the dark side. The streets are waiting, and they're not always friendly. These streets out here, they're waiting and they're not always friendly. There's somebody in the slips. You have to take into consideration that when you step out on a break, people slide in your inbox, friends get bold, and temptation becomes full-time. If boundaries, no, Naya, we're not talking about that sort of, Hal, good morning. If boundaries aren't clear, someone end up pregnant, heartbroken, or catching feelings for a rebound. A lot of things happen in breaks. Case in point, I'm not sure if you guys remember, there's this Instagram, this social media couple. What are the names? Oh my gosh, they just announced their divorce, and it was the case of him. They separated. They've been together from childhood. What are their names? Y'all help me. They're all over Instagram, TikTok. Millions of followers. They've been together from since teenagers, right? Children, married, whatever. And apparently they took a break, and during that break the husband cheated. So now they're getting Christy and Desmond. That's it. Christy and Desmond. Classic case of taking a break, and during the break Mr. Desmond stepped out and had relationships or relations with other people, and now they are at the divorce table. So when you step out on a break, if boundaries aren't clear, someone ends up pregnant, someone ends up heartbroken, or you catch feelings for the person that you stepped out with. Break energy quickly turns into I'm single until further notice. Break energy turns into I'm single until further notice. And then we have my TikTok people. I find all you're quiet. Y'all agree or y'all disagree with what I'm saying? Long distance relationships is the break before the breakups. Drea, morning. And Ski says it's good to take a break to see what she really on. Well, you really get to see what people are on during those said breaks. And, some people ask for breaks because they don't have the guts to say I'm done. Let's be real. There are some people, both men and women, who would ask for a break because they don't have the guts to say, you know what, I'm done. So they take a break and they continue doing all sorts of ish. And they want you to be the one to close the door, to nail the door down and say it's over, done with. So they will push you and they will do all sorts of crazy stuff. So you would be the one because they don't have the guts to say, I'm done. It's the gentle exit strategy, the slow fade. It's like a soft launch breakup. Yeah? One person thinks we're fixing us, the other secretly thinks I'm easing out. And that's how heartbreak gets mailed out in installments. That is how heartbreak gets mailed out in installments. Because trust can take a beating. If one partner is wilding out, flirting, or playing tourist in the dating pool, obviously the trust you spent years building can vanish in weeks. Sometimes you could come back together. Sometimes you can come back together. But now, every DM looks suspicious. Every late reply feels sneaky. And the break becomes the reason you can never relax again. And then you have breaks. Breaks can now become an escape hatch. You might ask, what do I mean by that? First fight, break. Second disagreement, break. Third inconvenience, break. And suddenly, the relationship is now a revolving door. But nobody's actually growing. That's not romance. That is not romance. That's chaos with matching t-shirts. That is chaos with a capital C with matching t-shirts. Sometimes the break is the answer. And here's the one nobody wants to say out loud. Sometimes the break shows you that you're happier without them. So not all breaks are bad, because sometimes the break actually shows you that, you know what, I can actually breathe without this person. Look at me. In, out. I'm exhaling and I'm inhaling without this person, because sometimes we behave as though our partners are oxygen. We need them to survive. We need them to breathe in and out. And without them, no can do. We can't survive. We can't make it. We go dead. We can't make it. Sometimes the break shows you that you're happier without them. You sleep better alone. Your peace come back. Your glow returns. Your friends say, oh my God, your energy is different. Deep down, you know the relationship was heavy. Heavy. Sue says there's no such thing as a break. A break is a breakup. You're either working through the issues together or you're going your separate ways. Pigtail says, by principle, always take a break. Break up. Whenever I've been asked, I've always said it's better let's break up or part ways. Sunset City, let's take a break. The up missing. But sometimes the relationship was heavy. You just didn't want to admit it. And a break can actually give you clarity that you need to leave. This is not serving any purpose. This is not doing anything for your mental. You're not growing. It's just heavy. Elimas, call me on 404-8413. You're on my TikTok phone. Call me on Shante, give Elimas a number to call me on, please. I see you calling on the number. This one here. Call on the 8413 Elimas. 404-8413. Let's see if he got in. Elimas. Shante, share that number for Elimas for me, please. Yeah, so, as I was saying, sometimes stepping away feels like freedom. And when it does, baby, the breakup was overdue. But the real question is, let me see if I get Eli Moss. The real question is, bricks aren't magic. They won't fix cheating, they won't fix disrespect, they won't fix gaslighting, it won't fix bad communication, it won't fix emotional unavailability or a partner who refuses accountability. It won't fix it. What they can fix is burnout, resentment, emotional fatigue, communication overload, or two people who love each other but forget how to love right. The person who was calling on the line, call me back. Hold on, let me hear what he's saying there. This person on the WhatsApp says, why you must answer your phone? My 2 cents on the topic. A break is sometimes needed, however, pressing. Eli Moss.
That's my over here.
Eli Moss. Eli Moss.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year for the years, yeah?
No, you have not.
After the 15th, you cannot say Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Ronan.
Happy New Year, Eli Moss.
What you did not achieve in 2025, I hope you achieve it in 2026.
Received.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I want to tell you, 2026 started very nice for me. Very, very nice. Before I get to the point, very, very nice. My downstairs almost finished.
You're almost finished.
For Airbnb in August.
So you open for business in August.
Yes, I tried to get a Grenadian woman to bail it on your program. You discourage all of them and say Grenadian woman don't stupid anymore, so I never get a Grenadian to bail it.
See? So you have so you build your thing for yourself and you have your money in your pocket. Life good.
Yes. Yes.
So
I just want to say on your program for the first call for 2026, I don't take in no break from no woman. And I know they go and sleep with other people. If I know, once I know you take break from me and you go and sleep with other people and you come back, I'm not interested. Some people, not all. Some people just want break because they want a little freedom. It happened many times. And if they test the waters on the other side and they realize things don't go the way they want it, they get disappointed, then they bounce back. A lot of people do that, not all. But if I'm in a relationship and you say you want a break, and the break is I get to find out or I see you with other people, I go and sleep with other people, you're not coming back in my life.
So what if you don't find out they're sleeping with other people or they stepping up, but they just want a break to get you guys together, to get their head together? You would take them back?
That's a different topic. Yes. Sometimes the energy kind of heavy. You need to figure out stuff. Am I going too fast? Am I going too fast? What's about if that person just using me? You need to figure out things. That's a different topic. But you know what I'm saying is true. A lot of people take break to go and mess around.
That's true. That's true. To play the field and then they come back
yes.
and you use the excuse, oh, well, we was on a break.
Yes, I know somebody tell a good friend of mine that I sleep with the person because we wasn't together at the time we was on a break. I know that. I have a good friend that go through that. He tell me that what she tell him. Yes. So
we were together them time.
I don't. I tell you, all of us different. I don't deal in with that. You don't take a break from me and go and sleep with people and come back. If me and you, even though me and you finish, and then I see some people you with, and then we have to work it out. I don't even know if I go work it out. Well, other people thinking the same way how I'm thinking. So, like, if the woman break up with them and they come and sleep with me, they don't want them back. People thinking so. I know that. You just have to talk to human beings. Right? So a lot of people take break because they want to mess around. Yeah. The majority, not all.
So you're not on that big break comeback thing.
No, man. No. We could sit down and discuss our problem. You don't must take a break for that. We could hold up, we could fast on certain things, we could hold up and we could, before I leave, something crossed my mind and I keep asking you that question and I wrote it. That's why sometimes I just feel your bias towards women.
What you talking about
Many times I just tell you that and you don't like when I tell you that.
What you talking about, Eli Moss?
Why when a man meet a woman, he no meet the woman, he meet a Saturday night in the party. They exchange numbers, Sunday morning they on the phone. The man begging for a little love, and she tell him, no, take your time, you're going too fast. We only meet a couple of hours. But in the conversation, she wants your house renovate.
But you could say the same thing.
Anyone going too fast too?
Hello, anybody could ask for what they want in us. You just say, well, you're going too fast, we just meet same way, same speed. You ain't have to do it. You don't think so?
All right. Okay. All right, yes. All right. And before I leave Arona, I need to have about 3 bedrooms downstairs. You know, I have to do my place professional. You see how power nice?
Mm-hmm.
I want to, that little fridge all you have in the back there, can you sponsor that for me downstairs? We got 1 room. I want to put a fridge with a kettle and a microwave, and you know, I need about 4 flat screen for downstairs, the living room and the 3 bedroom.
So when we give you the fridge, Elimus, what we using? What we using when we give you the fridge?
That's why I tell you and Gabby is friends. And you don't like when I tell you something. That's why I tell you and Gabby is friends. Arona, have a
wonderful day, Elimus.
God bless you.
Goodbye.
Yeah, you will visit the countryside, you know. You will visit the countryside, Arona.
I will need a night
Don't worry,
rest.
you go call me. You go call me. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
God bless you.
Have a great day. So this is a gentleman saying that he doesn't believe in break. Elimus say he ain't believing in no break. For you to go your way, do what you have to do, and then come back. And after taking other breaks, he's not on that. So my 2 cents on the topic. A break is sometimes needed. However, break from relationship. Like you take a break in your relationship. Fetty's asking break from what? A break from the relationship. To clear your head, to get your mind right, to figure things out. But this person is saying a break is sometimes needed. However, pressing the pause button on one relationship is not an excuse to press play on countless others. A break is supposed to be a time of reflection, a time to clear your head. It's not a time to be the ram goat, the village ram goat or she goat. Thank you. Tough Cookie, good morning. Deborah and Peters, good morning. Guys, I'm always talking, I cannot mention all the time. It's to be your favorite. Yeah, boy, I could do it some of that right now. All right, so the guys in the gray van, morning. They said, well, we have mixed feelings over this topic. One concept is that a break can be necessary if the break is agreed upon in the areas of length of time, the behavior of the individual over the period of time for the break. We believe that the objective of the break must be clearly stated. Professional help is also suggested by some of the guys. Some of the guys believe that this can help with the realignment process if the true objective is to help the relationship. The other concept here is that a break means a breakup. Some of the guys believe that people looking for reasons to leave relationships, and the break is the excuse to leave. Some of the guys also believe break means breakup. It becomes a break without an end. It also said that some people don't want to accept accountability, and to avoid this, people ask for breaks. So the feelings are mixed. It's sweet and sour in the van today. Shout out the guys in the gray van. Big up all yourself. I like how y'all can come together and add some clarity and your voice to the conversation. Dolores on YouTube says a break can create space to reassess priorities, strengthen emotional well-being, and gain clarity about individual needs and expectations when approached with mutual and clear boundaries. Let me hear what this person over here saying. Yeah, as I was saying, a break is not always doom and gloom. Sometimes power official morning time. A break is not always doom and gloom, Y'all don't think that sometimes a break is the only thing standing between you and a breakup? So, there's a lot of pros, there's a lot of cons. And like I said, it is something that you need to have a conversation on. Like I said, the streets are waiting. There are men sitting there marking you. Hey, a long time I see you post the man, girl, up Marlin, and then you jump up now. Yeah, we together, but we're on a break. That is all homeboy want to hear, like Jim Screechy movement. That is all you want to hear to start heavy messaging you, heavy every day now. Because they're actually paying attention to you, especially when you're one who posts your relationship on social media. Every time you and the man go out, you post every post. So every week, literally every day is a picture, it's going to be noticeably absent when you stop posting. So homeboy in your DM looking for the opportunity to slide in. Hey, I didn't see you posting the man again. I'll end there again or what? So while you on break telling somebody else, you know what, we're not done, we're just on break. Hello. That might be the break towards the end. But can a break be successful? Shanti says no breaks. Well, you're just dismissing the break. So y'all, even though you know you have a good, and be like, he's a good man, Savannah. You know you have a good man, but sometimes you get on your nerves. You rather just end the relationship and go and start over. But a break to me can be successful once there is intention. Are we pausing to heal? Are we pausing to walk away quietly? Once you clear, the intent is clear on the break, I think it can be successful. And there must be ground rules. It's not just a case of Mr. Man come and say, oh, again walking, I need to take a break. I need a break. And you agree, or you go to him and say, listen, Tom, Jones, John, I need a break. I need a break. There need to be rules. Just say no breaks, done is done. The rules should apply. Are we dating other people during this break? Are we talking? How long? And what's the goal? There must be clarity. If two people have different answers to those questions, buckle up for heartbreak. If one is saying, well, are we dating other people? One says yes, one say no. Are we talking? One says yes, one say no. One, how long we taking a break for? Somebody say a week, somebody say a month. And then you're not clear on the goal. A break is useless if all people do is party, have the time of their lives, act single, and dodge feelings. Self-work has to begin. And then, if you come back together and nothing changed, you're walking right back into the fire. Picture say you can't press brake on a car and acceleration at the same time with the expectation that the vehicle will be moving forward. Married people separate, Anisha says, and sometimes reconcile. So why can't other people take a break and decide if they want to continue with the relationship? I don't see a problem with it. Like I said, you just have to be very clear on the boundaries. Moon says break means he can't go nowhere and I can't go nowhere. So done it is. Why it mean that though? You can still do things, but you just have to have, boundaries. You ain't going around sleeping with other people, and he's not supposed to do that either. So we've said all of that. So my thing is, if you come back together and nothing changed, you're walking right back into the fire. So my final take on it is, breaks can sometimes save something. It's to save something worth saving. Mr. Handsome say, Aruna, no breaks. Tracy says, this break thing is problems. Either you're in or out, no break. So y'all not giving nobody chances. There's no second chance, no third chance. It's either. You're in it or you're out the door. I don't know. I just think that breaks can save something worth saving. It can expose something that needs ending. Or it can give two people back the clarity they've been begging for. But you know what? The truth is, a pause only works if both people still want to press play again. A pause can only work if both people still want to press play again. If only one wants the break, you've already been left. They just didn't say it yet. Has anybody here ever taken a break? And did it heal you? Did it hurt you? Or show you exactly who your partner really was? Do you believe in taking a break from a relationship without breaking up? Tough Cookie says, what if I want to take a break and you don't want to take it? That I just said that, that is a problem. A pause only works if both people still want to press play again. And if only one wants the break, you've already been left. They just didn't say it yet. And then they're going to do a whole lot. They're going to press your buttons. They're going to do all sorts of things for you to be the one to just completely put the nail on the coffin. Or they'll just go ghost. You don't hear from them unless you message them. They don't call you back. They don't message. They don't do anything. You're the one reaching out, and they're not doing it. They're taking forever to respond to messages, forever to return calls. That right there tells you everything you need to know. Okay, well, break you want. Let's make it permanent. Ashanti says, this is more stress. No break. Hey, Gator, individuals determine whether a break is good or bad. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. A pause only works if both people still want to press play again. Nissi says, took a break and the trial was a whole disaster. I lost big time. Baby K says, if the relationship is toxic, break for good. Yes. Moon says, never took a break, but ended a relationship and went back together after 2 years. All right, so it was something that you both decided on, you both agreed to do. Yeah, to take that break, but didn't and then you went back together after 2 years. So does it work? Have you ever taken a break? Did it heal you? Did it hurt you or show you exactly who your partner really was? Because like I said, sometimes taking a break can give you all the clarity you need. And whether you go back or you stay permanently broken up, that is a decision you have to make. But to me, sitting on the outside, away from the chaos, away from the confusion, away from us cussing each other out, getting on each other's nerves, I can't stand this man, I can't stand this woman, she's such a, and he's such a this, that, or the other. You just be like, oh no, and like I said, it has to be agreed upon. Is it a 2-day, 3-day, week? Once it gets past the 2 months, 3 months, we're no longer together. Let's say for the maximum, a week. Let's just take a breather for a week, a couple of days, think things through, and then let's put all our cards on the table. Is it worth continuing this relationship, or let's just call it quits? But sometimes I think we are just too hasty to break things up, and then we jump into another relationship, and then the cycle repeats itself. It's not necessarily that the person sometimes is a bad. Taking a break from a person doesn't necessarily mean that it's because of infidelity or disrespect. Sometimes you just can't agree on certain things. Sometimes you're just not communicating properly or effectively. But that man is a good man, and that woman is a good woman. But there's just certain things that you're just not mixing or gelling good with. So you need that time to figure out, do we seek therapy? Do we do couples counseling? Whatever it is. But because this is somebody I want to do life with. This is somebody who I see a future with. But there are just certain things about him or her that I may not like, or it's not working for me. But it is fixable. But I just feel like sometimes we're quick to toss in the towel for the slightest, indiscretions. Yes, cheating, infidelity, abuse, all of those, yeah, permanent break, one time, same time. There's no coming back. But if it's a case, like I said, where, the communication is the problem, and you tend to get disrespectful towards each other when you're arguing, curse her out, curse him out, these are things I can't fix. But I guess to each his own. Yeah, some people say, somebody say, I've not seen one comment or one response saying yes to breaks. Everybody. Someone says, not because she's a good woman or a good man means they are both compatible in a relationship. And that is also true. Hence I mentioned if you take, you can do counseling or therapy or whatever. If it's not meant to be, it's just not meant to be, and you can't force it. If you just, compatibility is very, very important. And if you're not compatible with your person, no matter what you do, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So maybe that's what we need to spend a lot of time in finding out why me and this person click. What makes us stick? Are we good together? Do we make sense together? Instead of, just staying in a relationship for staying in a relationship's sake. This person says here, I took a break from my marriage, went back and tried and made it work, but I decided it was time to move on and file for divorce. I do wish him well, though. Okay. 2026, we're taking breaks from negative energies and friendship. All right, so Clarina says, I do believe in breaks. Break is a yes for me once both parties are in agreement with it. All right. Mr. Handsome say, all who say break is good. Brace yourself. Look at Nelly and Ashanti. Exactly. Nelly and Ashanti took breaks for how long? They moved on to other people. Nelly was in other relationships. And then they come back together and look. Together. Child. Everything. The whole 9 yards. So maybe it can actually work. And I'm sure there are a lot of break success stories out there of people who took breaks from their partners and it actually worked. But more often than not, you would hear situations where they took a break and the person cheated, like what's the name of the people? Christy and Desmond, it was? The Christy and Desmond couple, social media couple, influencers, whoever they may be, married for how many years, been together for how long, took a break, and homeboy cheated on his wife during the break, and now they're facing divorce. So I guess it depends. Anyways, that's about it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for powering up. And we'll be back tomorrow with the final one for the week. And hope you guys will join me again. Thank you so much, my YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, radio listeners, everybody. Truly appreciate your company today. So we'll check in again tomorrow, same time, 11 a.m. All right? Later, everyone. Naya, whatever.